however he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the image.
Good evening. Welcome to the Mu Alpha Theta Honor Society induction ceremony. My name is Ria Gupta and I am the president of Mu Alpha Theta. At this time, I invite everyone to rise to join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the high school and district administration as well as the Board of Education for their continued supports of all the programs in the high school. From the district administration office, we would like to thank Dr. Ayani, Dr. Mulhall, Mr. Cipriani, and from the high school administration, we would like to thank Ms. Lasher, Mr. Leach, Mrs. Manuzzo, and from the Board of Education, we would like to thank President Kowalski, Vice President Castrogiovanni, Mr. Cronin, Mr. Gerbosi, Mr. McAvoy, and Ms. Santos. Thank you all. Next, I would like to introduce our advisor, Mr. Bixhorn.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Jack Bixhorn, and I am the advisor of Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society. It gives me great pleasure to be here tonight to recognize these outstanding young adults and the work that they have done as mathematics students and members of this honor society. These students have a passion for math, and I could not be more proud to be their advisor. This year, students have competed in national competitions, participated in local contests, and given back to the Oyster Bay, East Norwich school community through tutoring. We created a new tutoring system which allows our members to tutor elementary students at Vernon and TR through Zoom. I also had the pleasure to coach and supervise two teams that competed in the M3 Mathematics Modeling National Competition, working for 14 hours straight to solve a real-world math problem related to the future of cellular data usage and cost. Watching these scholars collaborate, laugh, and apply their love for math was incredible. I am excited for each member's future as they continue to explore and learn math. I would now like to ask our superintendent, Dr. Yanni, to say a few words.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Bixhorn. Good evening, everybody. I don't remember the name of the nun that was helping me. I was in school, it was many years ago. I'm not going to tell you how long ago it was, but I don't remember her name. But I used to go after school on a Saturday, and I was asking maybe too many questions for her, and she was annoyed at me at times. But there was one time that I remember something that I asked that kind of changed the way I approach things in my life. And we were looking at the Pythagorean Theorem, and one of the questions that I was asking is, how come the diagonal, if you have a square that is 1 meter by 1 meter, how come the diagonal, as you know, is an irrational number? And I asked the nun to tell me how many digit, if we take the square root of 2, how many digit that number will be. And as you know, that number never ends. It never repeats itself. It's an irrational number. And I kept asking the question. I said, but how is it possible that is a 1 meter by 1 meter and this number never ends? How is that possible? And she said to me, you just got to accept the fact that mathematics is just magic. And so as a young boy, I just internalized that and moved on. And I say, you know what? She doesn't want to be bothered anymore, so let me stop asking. 25 years ago, I came into this country, and I didn't speak one word of English. And the world was everything was so strange to me. Until one day, when after several months, I applied to several schools, and I didn't get into anything, but finally I got into a two-year college, a community college, and I was taking 9 schools. And one of the classes that I was taking was a mathematics class. And that mathematics class changed my life that day, because when I walked in, everything made sense. So in my head, the sound was like woo, and then I would see the numbers, and the numbers would make sense. And I felt alive again. I felt that all day I was being in a bubble. But when I got into those classes at night, I felt like I was living again. My message to you tonight is twofold. The first one, be proud of the fact that you know mathematics. Be proud of the fact that you enjoy mathematics. And be the person that will share that passion with people that may not have that passion. That's the first lesson. The second one, just remember, sometimes when you have a tough day, or you are in an environment that is strange, you go to college, maybe you're in some classes that you're not comfortable, go back to the basic skills that you learned here in the school and find the comfort just like I did. Everything was strange, everything was a big question, but there was something that I felt comfortable, and I enjoy mathematics, and when I went in there, I felt good again. So I hope that you can go back, and if it's not mathematics, maybe it's science, maybe it's literature, maybe it's music, maybe it's art, but just go back to the skills that you have, go back to what you have learned in these walls, and you will be successful. I am so proud of you. You are a very special group, because this is the first time as a superintendent of schools that I speak to my students. So congratulations, keep up the good work, and thank you for having me. Thank you. Thank you. I should introduce Ria. It's my pleasure to introduce you again. Thank you.
Candidates, you are being presented for initiation into Mu Alpha Theta, the National High Society, and 2-year College Mathematics Honor Society. It is an honor to be selected for membership in this organization, which has over 2,100 chapters across the United States and in many foreign countries. Each of you meets the requirements for membership, including work done with distinction in college preparatory mathematics. The principal purpose of Mu Alpha Theta is to stimulate a deeper interest in mathematics. Thus, it is desirable that you be given some brief instruction that may encourage you to consider the deeper meaning and historical significance of math. I speak of the oldest history of mathematics, the arithmetic, trigonometry, number theory, and astronomy of the Babylonians and Egyptians was far-reaching and contributed much to the progress in the ancient world. From calculating the circumference of the earth to the building of the pyramids, man began to apply mathematics. It took many years for the concept of the number 0 to develop, but it made possible the algorithms for addition and multiplication, which became important tools in human progress. Greek geometry involved a new emphasis on the power of reason and served as a foundation for philosophy. Archimedes found ways to determine areas and volumes and use mathematics to engineer machines. Next came the age of exploration and enlightenment. Next, I would like to invite Neil Maida, Vice President, to say a few words.
Hello. So with the study of algebra and equations, logarithms, and probability, humans found a new language so they could understand the world around them as never before. With one overpowering stroke of genius, a young man in his early 20s, Sir Isaac Newton, invented the calculus, discovered the laws of gravity, 3 laws of motion, and how mathematics could predict the very orbits of the planets. With mathematics, mankind had the tools to discover and explain a new way to develop technology that would bring man to a new age of scientific understanding. We learned from the likes of Descartes, Fermat, Leibniz, Riemann, and Fourier, theory from Galois, Cauchy, Maxwell, and Hilbert, and from our own Mr. Knapp about the fallacies of modern-day school technology. The names may not all be that familiar, but the results have impacted each and every one of us today. From mathematics of quantum mechanics to the theory of relativity, man learned of matter and light. John von Neumann, another leader in new mathematics, developed game theory, merging concepts and strategy with mathematic principles. He developed the background theory for the invention of digital computers. Math has always, and is always, encircling around us, from the tallest of skyscrapers to right here in our very own pockets. Next, I would like to pass the mic on to Miriam Kaur, my peer, as Secretary of Mu Alpha Theta. Thank you.
The applications of 20th century higher mathematics have radically changed virtually every aspect of our lives. In the physical and life sciences, new developments have contributed to understanding areas as diverse as mass-energy relationships to population growth. Business and economics have benefited from new theories in statistics and group analysis. Advances in medical technology and communications abound. Applications of new kinds of mathematics have arisen. Knot theory is being used to explain DNA structure, while topology attempts to understand the shape of our universe. Perhaps the most important development attributed to higher math is the field of computer science and the development of user-friendly computers with its far-reaching applications to virtually every aspect of our lives. Mathematics has taken a large step from its role in the past decades as an obscure mental exercise of the few into a position of prominence in modern life, making our world both more comfortable and interesting. Our treasurer, Sophie Grady, will speak next. Yeah.
It is time now to consider the future. The mathematics of the 21st century promises mankind even more. Telecommunications without wires, words, and pictures transmitted via algebraic codes. The exploration described by the previous speakers represents only the beginning of our understanding of the mathematical world. Rather than developing at a constant rate, discoveries build one upon the other, each leading to more innovative theories. Our knowledge grows exponentially, and its applications grow wider in scope. In summary, then, the mathematics of the future relies increasingly upon man's ability to imagine and create, as well as his ability to reason. Through mankind awaits new mathematical and scientific theories to complete the work of the great men and women who have come before. Just as mathematical principles and research have helped us understand so much, we anticipate further research and development to allow us greater understanding of the world around us. It is with proud recognition of your skill and interest in mathematics that we welcome you to Mu Alpha Theta. May we someday add your name to the list of great mathematicians who have helped the world advance. President, you now heard a brief history of mathematics and its gift to all. More is needed from you. You must exchange freely your ideas, and you must continue to grow through all your years. You see before you a replica of the insignia of Mu Alpha Theta. Blue represents truth as unlimited as the sky. Gold shines as a symbol that mathematics is indeed a valuable treasure. The insignia represents above all a high point in the history of the world. An important relationship in mathematics, one that combines the mystery, the challenge, and the beauty of numbers with a simple geometric figure, the right triangle. Let this simple geometric proof of the Pythagorean Theorem be a symbol for you and serve as a challenge to encourage you further enjoyment and study of mathematics.
All right. So due to the pandemic, we were unable to hold our induction ceremony last year. So we will be including last year's inductees as well as this year's new inductees. The Math Honor Society, as well as the high school district faculty and district staff, are so proud to induct the following students into the 2020-2021 Oyster Bay High School chapter of Mu Alpha Theta. Rhea is going to call your name, and when she calls your name, you can stand up and you can wave to the camera.
Congratulations to the Spring of 2021 inductees. Peter Amendolora, Aurora Ashatino, Sarah Bonifacio, Sophia Dean, Riley Green, Cameron Ingebrigtsen, Zachary Lockman, Rachel Paredes, Jaden Romano, Rachel Singer, Cal Timonello, Victoria Vorvidich, and Ariana Wolfin. Congratulations. Now, the spring of 2020 inductees: Michael Barbera, Brianna Barefoot, Brianna Baugh, Kevin Bigiani, Alicia Gallo, Jonah Gluck, Jacqueline Kieran, Rebecca Keller, Michaela Lester, Craig Manino, Luke McNamara, Joan Olivero, Noah Rudnett, Kaylee Salvato, Holly Shadler, Natalie Varloin, Nicole Brumbrakis, Kaylee Wiebolt, Juilliard Wu, Nathaniel Yee, and Bridget Zaradnik. I now declare you members of Mu Alpha Theta. Let's give them a round of applause.
Thank you and congratulations. Once again, it has been a great pleasure getting to work with each and every one of you. I wish the seniors all the luck in the world next year as you pursue your dreams in college. I would like to give a special thanks to the executive board of Mu Alpha Theta, Rhea, Miriam, Neil, and Sophie, for all their help and leadership. Being new, they really, really helped this year, and I really genuinely thank you for everything you did. You made this a great year for the Mu Alpha Theta. Thank you to all the parents out there for your continued support of both your children and the work that is done here at the high school. You are a big part of this accomplishment. Thank you once again to the district and building administrators, as well as the Board of Education, who support all of our wonderful programs. I look forward to working with everybody next year, and I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. Thank you.